Hello, loyal subjects. I think a little bit of a toot of a horn is in order here. Da 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 da. I have done it. I did it. I did Booktube-A-Thon. I did all of the things. Right, so today I'm just going to do my Booktube-A-Thon wrap up for you. And oh, it's so exciting. Okay, so I'm just going to dive right into it. First day of the Booktube-A-Thon, I picked up Monsters of Men by Patrick Ness, the third book in the Chaos Walking trilogy. This didn't complete any of the challenges. I was just reading it at the time and I wanted to finish it, so I did. I had already read like about this much before the Booktube-A-Thon had started, but I read 234 pages of this on day one, and then I finished it on day two. And straight after that I read Snowscape, which is the short story that comes after the series has ended, and oh my god. This series, that ending though. Oh, if you want to know more about this, I will be uploading a book talk about it, so watch out for that. But yeah, very good. Then, as soon as I had finished that, I picked up Ask the Passengers by A.S. King, because it was a contemporary and I needed something a bit light after that ordeal. Wow. This completed the challenge of having someone else pick out a book for you, because my sister picked out this one for me. So I read 109 pages of this before finally going to bed. So on day two, I read 304 pages. And then on day three, I finished Ask the Passengers, and I was kind of on a burnout that day, so that was all I read. So on day three, I read 187 pages. Then on day three, I picked up How to Ride a Dragon's Storm by Cressida Cowell, the seventh book in the How to Train Your Dragon series. This completed the challenges of reading a book with red on the cover. As you can see, there is red words, and a book with pictures in it. This was a really quick read, but I'm starting to see this dark turn that everybody keeps saying that the series takes around this point. So excited for the next one. Then I picked up The Princess Bride by William Goldman, and it was pretty late, so I only read the introductory before I went to bed. So all up on day four, I read 303 pages. Then on day five, I finished The Princess Bride, and oh my gosh guys, it's so frickin' funny. If you are looking for just a hilarious action, romance, fighting, adventure book, then pick up The Princess Bride. And this completed the challenge of reading a book from the genre you have read the least of, being classics, and also reading a book to movie adaptation. Because on day six, I watched The Princess Bride movie adaptation, and it was just as fun and hilarious as the book itself. And I'll go more into my thoughts on it when I have my July wrap-up. So on day five, I read 286 pages. Then I picked up If I Stay by Gail Forman, and I read the whole thing of it. I decided to pick up this duology because the movie of this is coming out August 22nd, I believe, so obviously I want to read the book before I see the movie. And this was a good book. I think a lot of people say that it doesn't quite live up to the expectations, and that they don't like it that much because they're not a fan of flashbacks. I personally love flashbacks. I love backstories. I love histories of characters and families and what happened in the past to make them have the current relationships that they have right now. If backstories were a song, I would be listening to it all day. So on day six, I read a total of 234 pages. Then day seven, yesterday, rolled around, and I picked up Where She Went by Gail Forman, the sequel to If I Stay. And I didn't like it quite as much as If I Stay. I mean, it was interesting because this is set 3 years after the end of If I Stay, and it's told through Adam's point of view. So it was interesting to see from him, but I just didn't like his narrative voice. I think it was mainly because he was a bit of an asshole. He was really nice in the first one, and I understand why he was the way he was in this book, but I don't know. I'm not a big fan of woe is me characters. Maybe I would be more sympathetic towards him if I had been in a similar situation, but I'm not, so sorry, bro. But I did enjoy it. So I finished this on day 7, and this completed the challenge of starting and finishing a series. So that is what I did. So on day 7, I read a total of 260 pages, and all up, I read a grand spanking total of 1,808 pages. What the hell? Oh my god, that is so crazy for me. I don't think I've ever read that much in a single week. What is happening to me? So these are the books that I read, and I also completed the challenge of reading 7 books, because we have 6 books here, and also Snowscape. Even though it's a short story, it counts, okay? Don't take this away from me. So that is all I have for you today. I will see you next time. Goodbye.